Also, we will go to Hawaii, where corona cases are few, but lockdown edicts are many.
As requested by the county, retail stores and shopping malls on Oahu can reopen on Friday, May 15. The proclamation also states that childcare and business support services such as wholesalers are deemed essential and therefore can begin operations. And nonprofits can operate based on the activity. For example, social services can be offered, but gyms and dine-in restaurants are still not allowed. Hawaii's economy has been devastated by COVID-19. And while the reopening must be done in a careful manner, we also need to move forward and allow businesses to restart and get Hawaii residents back to work.
Page 3 now, the most western blue state government response. Hawaii has been sealed off from the rest of the country, the rest of the world, since March 31, which is when the radical governor of the Aloha state issued his mandatory decree to shut down commerce. But the draconian stay-at-home order is only the tip of the anti-constitutional iceberg for residents of Hawaii. Governor David Ige has effectively turned paradise into liberty's hell on earth. Yes, Ige is easing some of his orders, but it's not enough. Not even close to this crazy thing we call freedom, liberty. Joining me now from Kailua, Hawaii, co-founder of Reopen Hawaii, Brooke McGowan. Brooke, effectively you live in a tropical Alcatraz right now. Nobody on, nobody off. Is that edict still in place, this 14-day quarantine if you happen to travel to Hawaii? Has he eased that thing yet?
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely not. No, no. The 14-day quarantine will last. In fact, there's even talk about putting devices on visitors when they arrive to make sure they actually stay home. At our last rally Friday at the state capitol, we've had two now, but on Friday, a police officer asked me where I was from. I said, I'm from Kailua. He says, you're sure you're not a tourist? So they're out hunting. They're looking for them.
That's because you look like a haole. Let's face it.
I am.
But I mean, but seriously, this shuts down tourism, grinds it to a halt, right? Nobody's going to come into Hawaii on a 14-day quarantine unless you're quarantined on the beach, and that's not happening. I know that he also has edicts regarding use of the beach right now, but Hawaii, the facts are Hawaii has not been hit hard by the Wuhan coronavirus. In fact, barely touched at all if you look at the numbers of the Wuhan coronavirus. And you have a 0.0004 chance of dying from the Wuhan coronavirus in Hawaii because of the low number of cases. It's about 40 per 100,000 residents. And so the state is effectively on lockdown. No tourists there. And we know, of course, Hawaii thrives and makes most of its revenue from tourism. This hurts the local people. This hurts the Hawaii residents.
Oh, it's terrible, Graham. In fact, we're almost at 40% unemployment. Our food banks continually go empty. There's always calls out for more food, but really what we're wanting is the call out for freedom. We want to be off this lockdown. You just played a clip of Governor Ige saying COVID has devastated our island. No, COVID hasn't devastated us. To your point, it's the lockdown that has devastated us, which is why on April 17th, my partner and I Reopen Hawaii. There were 3 pages that came open that day because that was the day. It was basically the day that we realized we can't go to the beach anymore just to even walk on the beach. Yeah. We need fresh air. We need vitamin D. We need the sunshine. We know that from the task force and other science, that is what kills the virus. And we are told we have to stay inside our homes. It's unconstitutional and it's crazy. And that's why we started our Reopen Hawaii rallies each week.
And of course, a lot of folks in Hawaii are laid back, right? My question to you is, are they engaged? What percentage of your neighbors are engaged? Is it enough to move the needle and make a difference at all? And what do you do next if there is enough engagement?
So our first rally was May 1st, and we had over 200 people came to that. We have about almost 1,200 on our page, but people came and they watched and they witnessed. After 30 minutes, the police enforcers came in and put us in a cordon. There were arrests, there were citations, so a lot of people scattered. We still made the announcement that because we filed a federal injunction against that action, we wanted to come back every Friday. We came back on Friday. There were a lot less people this week on Friday, obviously because they were still worried and still concerned. Right. But we're going to be there every Friday at noon at the state capitol to push back because because we know this is a spiritual battle. What happens in the natural is what's reminiscent, what's happening in the spiritual. We want churches to be able to reopen, restaurants to be able to reopen, community to return to our ohana and to our neighbors and all of our communities. And we're just tired of this, and we have to push back. We have to push back every time, Graham, because, you know, incrementally, they're always going to come after our freedoms.
Your First Amendment rights are being shredded by this governor right now, and you've got to get tourists back on the island or people are going to die. And so here we go again with the, quote, government solution being worse than the virus itself. Brooke, good luck and thank you. Coming up next, Stop the Tape, the effort to put maximum pressure on city and county politicians to open up local economies.